So we are Mannheim Karlsruhe, BR120 bound. Yes, so BR120, German loco. There it is. You can see it on the image there. Hang on a second, folks. Yes, it comes with 3 scenarios for Mannheim Karlsruhe, so we're going to do 2 of them tonight. This is the longer of the 2, and then we'll do the shorter one a bit later on after we've done something else. There it is. Right. Good morning, driver. Today you're tasked with taking a replacement northbound passenger service to Mannheim from Karlsruhe due to an earlier disrupted service. It's raining heavily, so you'll have to drive carefully. The max speed for this journey is 125. Make a mental note of that. Yes, max speed. There is a max speed on this one, Matthew. Right. That's better. We'll probably want some wipers, don't we? Let me turn the wipers on. Oh dear, dear. Do you restart screenshots every day, Joseph? Whenever I restart Open Broadcaster, the OBS tools, it will do the why no PZB? Oh, there you go. It's just being a bit finicky. Right, we've got PZBO. Okay, time to go. Why does it look like the brakes are still on? Now they're not. That's better. We're off. Little bit of stop at the beginning there. That's going to completely mess our attempt at score. But right, we're in restricted monitoring, so we're limited to 40. We're in a 40 limit, so that's fair. Am I going to beat my SD9 score, says Joseph? Probably in the negatives, yes. Can't believe that SD9 score is trying so hard to get that right, and the other loco just would not uncouple. How annoying is that? Oh, be careful, we're in restricted monitoring still. Don't know which is that green signal hours. I think it is. Let's just go for it. I don't think it is. Oops, hope the next one's green. Oh, LZB signalling just got switched on. Oops, 60 speed limit. Stop speeding. Right, so we're getting a bump up to 140. In fact, we have a bump up to 140. Moleman's better than losing half your train mid-journey. Well, you know, that's only happened once. I got an achievement. DB BR120 1 mile madness. Right, so I'm driving a German train, so I'm probably not going to be too busy on looking at the chat. Apologies for that. .5 kilometers to our next speed change. Hopefully it's 140, because otherwise it's not telling me what the next speed change is. We'll have a look outside in a minute. Let's have a Simman says Matt's already speeding. Tut tut tut. Should be ashamed. I am ashamed. I'm always ashamed. I spend my life on the stream being ashamed. Right, we have some time, so let's have a look outside. Pleased to see the black stripe was fixed between the fan vent things. Oh, hang on. We're limited to 125, aren't we? Let's come back down to 125. Horn is particularly pleasant. I almost Nebworth that station. Wow. I almost Nebworth that. That was horrifying. I was just like, yeah, we're blasting down the line. I wonder when our next stop is. Oh, that one, 0.6 away. Right. Okay. So for those wanting to know how to turn PZB and CIFA and so forth on, it's Control Enter and Shift Enter. Same as usual, fairly well. How do you say Nebworth in German? I don't know. Karlsruhe Hogsfeld. Just think how much less fun we'd be having, or more confusing fun we'd be having if I'd missed Karlsruhe Hogsfeld, and we were saying Karlsruhe Hogsfelding was the verb we were using now. Maybe we should do that anyway. We should just say it's we are Karlsruhe Hogsfelding the next station. All right, I've stopped wheel slipping. Just leave me alone. Okay, so remembering this time we have 125. Stop chewing my score away with wheel slip. When is our next? It's Blanket Lock, 4.2 kilometers. I will show you the horn on the outside in a moment, yes. We're almost up to the 125. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As I've got you on the muted mode. Hope you don't mind. Doesn't matter because I can't hear you. Fair enough. DK Designer has just posted a book with a question while I'm driving a German train, and it's already flipped off the screen. Sorry, DK Designer. Hang on, let me see what I'm doing here. Right. I've got a problem making a scenario. I've got a train which should drive first, and then the train behind the train is going to drive, but now the train behind the front train is overtaking. Priorities. Set your priorities and then change the train times. Blanket Lock is coming up. Yeah, so make sure the sounds are, the timings are set so that they will be behind. So if you just edge the time of the one behind back a bit, you'll find that eventually it snaps and it will go behind the train. So this is the station we start losing points at, is it? Okay. Where do you set priorities? So if you double click on the driver icon, you will find that there is a drop down box for things like express passenger, stopping train and so forth, and they're pretty much in priority order. So if you set one to express passenger and one to stopping passenger, then the one that is stopping passenger will take a lower priority than the one that is express passenger. Well, we're going to get a horribly negative score on this scenario, never mind. Oh, I pressed T. Okay, you're going to do that to me, are you? Oh, hang on, I'm pressing T into chat window. Ugh. Dave, what's the best throttle and brake percentage to get the most out of steam engines, not losing it on the hills? It's a really fine balance. So your brake wants to be in running, whichever percentage gives you a running state, 'cause that varies on the steam engine. Are we losing points? Oh, we've got 60 points. And the throttle, you just want to balance the throttle and the cutoff. It's cutoff that's more important, and you just move the cutoff back and balance between getting no acceleration and using all your boiler pressure, and it's just a matter of balancing it. And you might find that you need to bring the cutoff, the regulator, back to get the cutoff at a low point, get a little acceleration, and not cost you boiler pressure. And sometimes you want to spend boiler pressure to accelerate, and sometimes you don't. So it's tricky. It's not. There is no straightforward answer to it. Practice. Fringe Starling failed creating 2 train spotting scenarios. Hey, you give up too quickly. Keep trying. Come on, keep trying. I wonder if you might be better off creating them through stations, like say Clapham rather than Terminus, because I know some of the AI sometimes has difficulty with retracing paths. Would I rather see a train watching scenario on Western Lines or Pacific Surfliner? I don't know. See, I think a train watching scenario on Fullerton Junction would be really quite something. There's something like 248 trains, I think, a day go past Fullerton Junction. But I'd also like to see a train spotting scenario on the Western Lines of Scotland. I think sitting at Carlisle or Dumfries would be quite an interesting train spotting scenario. Fringe Starling's going to blame me if he fails to make a London Bridge. Fair enough. Liverpool South Parkway. Oh, that would be interesting as well, Fringe Starling, yes. So driving at 125 or thereabouts, I'm really losing time. Graben Neudorf at 7.5 kilometres. We're getting progressively later. Don't worry, Van Liru, we shall certainly be doing some more train spotting scenarios, so haven't missed out in total. Today, every train service except one stops at Liverpool South Parkway. Well, fair enough, French darling. Kamoli, just wanted to let you know that I found the problem was in the scenario posted to you a little while back. Oh, excellent, Kamoli, that's good. Siman, I might see some German trains. He's off there tomorrow. Excellent. Kilometres. Is it possible to move portals? No, it isn't. Not in a scenario. They're a route asset. For the flight of this week, are you going to cruise on the said speed, or is it your max allowed cruise speed? I'm going to basically cruise at about that sort of speed. I mostly posted the speed just to give an idea of how I've come to those numbers. What speed I actually run at, I've no idea. But I'll be flying a Seneca probably around that sort of speed. So if other people want to take a jet and fly up and down, or just want to go slowly or want to go slower, that's fine. It's up to you. What's up with the map? I don't know, Joe. What's up with the map? I can't see it. The map looks fine to me. Hey, grab a Nudorf. Okay, Joseph Falls, see you later. Oh, we're already late for the next station. The G map is lagging your end. Are you sure it's not because it's the end of the train? Remember, the map is at the other end. Although that said, that pretty much went under the tunnel exactly the right time. Yeah, curious. Man's off to Germany for work. Ooh, excellent. Moggy says, not late, fashionable. I'm always fashionably on time. Today's timetable is running fashionably on time. We apologise for the fashionably on time running of this service. Oh, I could have so much fun with that. That's nice. As I say, the map looks normal for me. Oops. A bit too hard on the brake. Yeah, it does look like the map is following the front of the train. I can't understand that. Oh well. I won't try and understand it. No, the map has always been like that, Joe. Oh, I'm doing T into the chat again. No, now it's just not opening the doors. Okay, why are you not opening the doors? Still not opening the doors. Okay, this is annoying. Hey, we got the doors to open. I'm just looking at the chat. Just a Pigeon says Matt is never late. He always arrives when he intends to. Exactly. How do I overcome a fault in a Class 86 when the power becomes too much? I don't know. I think that in that situation I would probably run down. I would put it into off, and I would hit the fault reset button. I've no idea if that'll work though, but that's probably what I'd start out doing before then wondering what I was going to do next. Sinbad's going to get some pics. Excellent. Do that. Post them on the Facebook page. Did Steve's internet go down tonight? I have no idea. Dem points are long gone with what with the delays and the trouble I've had. It's dem points are forgotten, but we're here to look at the loco, the train, and check out that green glow. Joe, watch the language. Oh, we've got a double yellow coming up. I'm sure that's double yellow for us. Or are we supposed to be looking at signals on the left? Ah! Just imagine the scoring system as a game of pointless. There you go, French Stolid's got the idea. Motorhome Go, have you just started streaming tonight? Yeah, we're on the first scenario. We're taking a look at the BR120 that was just released today. What I'll do, Steam Trains, is I'll fire it up at some point and I will remind myself what you do. I know you can get it out of that, so I just have to remember what to do. Like I said, I would start out by doing a complete rundown, switch it to off, then do fault reset. Quick with your wheel slip already. Got 100 limit coming up. We're getting progressively and more stupendously late. Right, we need to slow down for the 100. Alright, we're good for the 100 now. Gareth, is that a HST? It is a BR120, which is a German loco. Oh, we're back in PZB world. Oh, of course, that double yellow was while we were in LZB, so it didn't really matter. Moggy bought a fair bit in the sale, but naturally blamed Steve and Matt. Yeah, well, I'm fine with that. What we got going on here? We got green yellow coming up, which is a 40. That's a distant though, so it's not 40 from that point. But it does tell me the next one is 40. There's our next station. It's a warning at 60 kilometers per hour, so I've just slowed to 60-ish. This is the BR120. We're under 60 now, so we're doing alright. Let's get back in the cab and carry on driving. That's it, 60 limit now. Get 160 again, shot. I get 160 again for a very tiny amount of time. What's going on with these signals? Crossing over here. We're already ridiculously late, but never mind. Coming into Karlsruhe. He says butchering the German language yet again. We're all in. Let's get it stopped and then see whether we can open the doors or not. Can we open the doors? We can open the doors. Start the fans, please. Who remembers that? Peebask says the BR120 was the first German loco with three-phase power. It certainly was. Three-phase power is the power that all modern locos, electric locos, use. Kickback man, you got it. Oh, minus 500 points. We're doing good. Mumsy won't be impressed with this score, will she? We're in restricted monitoring until we can get to a green light. Motorhome Girl, how can you stop your game from stuttering? Depends on what kind of stuttering you've got. First thing I would do is reduce your detail settings to minimum and see whether that kills the stuttering, because if it does, then you're cool. You just have to up the settings until you're happy with the balance that your machine can cope with. If you're getting stuttering periodically, that's probably because of time taken to load the data off your hard drive, in which case you need a faster hard drive, unfortunately. An SSD makes a huge difference to that. Oh, we're not in restricted monitoring anymore. Oops, no, don't do that. We'll get penalised for wheel slipping. Kamali, any plans for a TEE repaint? I've no idea, but you should let Steve know so he can make a note of it on his 6 foot thick pad of notes. If it's periodically motorhome girl, then that is down to read access from looking at hard drive. First thing you could do is, if it's a normal hard drive, is try defragmenting it, running a defrag tool, and see if that helps. Steam trains. Is the DLC BR120 originated from virtual railroads? The loco model is entirely produced by Dovetail. The audio virtual railroads did a lot of work on for us. But everything else is Dovetail, so it's not related to the 120 that Virtual Railroads put out. No. I've no idea how similar the sound set is between theirs and the one that the sound set they did for this one. Britannica says Crystal Maze is coming back. I may stream less in that case. Or make more use of my TiVo. Oh, we're speeding. No, we're not speeding anymore. Who cares about negative score at this point? What's a little thing like a negative score between friends? Right. Hockenheim is our next station, 4 kilometres. We're about 4 minutes behind schedule now. Coploper, I was told at the beginning of the scenario that my speed limit was 125. And I'm a good boy, I do as I'm told. It's Hockenheim. Hey Motom Go. Yeah, I think an SSD sounds like it would probably be the answer to your problems. Possibly. French Styler says, you do as you're told? Well, stop at Nebworth. You know, I do as I'm told when the request is reasonable. And if I feel like it. And if I'm paying attention. Like shooters getting out here to watch a bit of racing. Really not Formula 1, but... Oh yes, definitely don't defragment SSDs. Not only is it a waste of time, it actually damages them. You're doing a lot more harm than good by defragging an SSD. Yeah, I've got a hybrid drive on my desktop in the office. Seems to do the job very well. It's the one that runs the Friday night streams, and it seems to cope. There we go. Frisco, no, this isn't the Nebworth route. Oh, we just lost 1,300 points. This is going well. Otto Oftersheim. I think Chris has got the right. I mean, this is basically the attitude that I took. There was no way I was going to get a little SSD. I needed a lot of disk space, and a hybrid gave me lots of disk space at a much faster. I mean, it's not an SSD. If you're going to get a hybrid thinking it's going to give you SSD performance, then you're on a loser. But if you're getting a hybrid thinking it's faster than a normal disk, then yeah, you're more likely to come out on top. Metallica sorted the flight plans out on FSX and got live GPS of aircraft working from game to Plan G. Excellent. That's Plan G is good when it's working live. X-Shooter says let's go for minus 10k. Yeah, I think we should be able to do that. What have we got? 5.3 kilometers. Motorhome Girl, will a hybrid work for this game? Yes, it's what I use on the machine that does the Friday night streams. And it seems to cope alright, although that is also a very high spec machine. I've got a 1 terabyte hybrid, and I certainly haven't got any complaints about it. Machine runs very well. Like I said, it's a very fast machine, other than just the hybrid. Skip down the line, turn around the camera, and lights, camera, action. Mr. Ropatch, what CPU and graphics? Well, the desktop, the one I use for the Friday streams, is I can't remember. It's a 4th generation Core i7. But it's got 970 graphics, My laptop is again a 4th generation CPU, but it's also got 970M graphics. Yes, I know, lonely developer. Apparently I can't follow simple instructions. My laptop's got SSD in it though. It's got an SSD, I think it's a 250 SSD for the main drive, and a 1 terabyte secondary regular hard disk. There's Oftersheim and then Schwetzingen. Get ready to kiss about another 1500 points goodbye. There, Motorhome Girl, your GPU's a 770, should be fine. A 770 should run the game, no problem at all. It's a good CPU, GPU. Hey Andrew Ward, welcome. Mr. Opatch, have you tried RAM drive software? I think I did at some point, but I've not really got a machine where I could dedicate enough space to train sim and still have enough memory to run the game. Because if you've got 128 gigs of memory, then RAM drive makes a lot of sense. But I've got 16, so... Oh, we did nearly lose 2,000. Schwetzingen, yep, 1.1 kilometers. How did I fall so far behind? Well, running a bit slow apparently. Frisco, did anything happen with the K4 and the net? Yes, the game crashed. No, don't slow down yet. Right, coming into Schwetzingen. Yeah, I lose more on my words because the thing is, I'm coming in and I'm not familiar enough with driving this loco to where I can come in hard and stop, and so I'm just driving way too relaxed. See, now we're overshooting the station. Will you stop? Dear, oh dear. Oh, if there's tea going, I'll have a cup of tea, please. X-Shooter, is TTG any further with the issue of the 2D map on the new NVIDIA drivers? No. I'm not aware of. I need to go and find out if anyone's looking at that. Actually, that's not something I'm really involved in. Steam Train says I've got a hint from practice. If you're 20 seconds late, you'll lose 25. Oh, time to go. We're at minus 5,000 now. We're on our way to minus 10,000. Oh no, Munich Rheinau is next. Did I say Munich? Mannheim. Oh dear. Victor, I would 2 hours is going to be a struggle on the stream unless we do it on the charity stream. I don't like to go above 90 minutes. People get bored after 90 minutes. In fact, they get bored after an hour. John Ben, what's the horn like? Horrific. Prince Darling, any word of that? What? Any word of what? Oh, the charity stream. Not yet, no. .2 kilometers to Munich right now. Steam drains at the beginning of a platform do not exceed 50 km/h and be sure to have the brakes slightly applied, then you're able to stop. Okay. That's Joseph, is this the lowest score you've ever had? No, not by a long way. Not by a long way. My lowest on the stream is about minus 90,000. So by those numbers, this is phenomenal. Francesco, the OHLE I'm running with SSAA 2x2 anti-aliasing. Is the answer to your OHLE problems. So we want to get down to 50. Moggy says Matt's driving is inspirational. Yeah, right. That's not going to stop us in time. Guess I need a bit more brake than that. We're 5 minutes behind now. Joseph says I should teach the railroading school. I should. Francesco's running 3x3. Ugh! If you can run 3x3, you have a monster of a machine. Oh, minus 2,000. Munich Neckarau-Beinsteig. What's 5 minutes exactly? What's 5 minutes? Other than missed connecting service. Frisco, what's milk flow? Milk flow is a thing for Portsmouth Direct Line. Otherwise than that, I would just suggest you find the video on YouTube and enjoy. The first one's funny because I tipped it over. Do I keep saying Munich? Oh dear, oh dear. Begins with an M, so German station beginning with an M. Do I think it's because it's on a 32-inch monitor? I don't know. I mean, I'm running it on a 28. But that doesn't affect what you can see. I'm going a bit fast now. Even at this speed, that ETA isn't going down. I said the next speed was a 0. It was a ZS3 with a 0 on it. What's going on? ZS3V with a 0, sorry. No such thing. Just making me panic. Yep, lag hype from the approach for Mannheim. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if you find any answers, Francesco, on that one. Certainly SSAA has always been the cure for me whenever I've had problems with the overhead line equipment. For those enjoying Agario, by the way, agar.io, it's actually based on another game called Osmos, and if you haven't played Osmos, then you're missing out. Osmos is much better, but it's very good fun. You can get it on mobile. You can also get it for Windows. It's on Steam. It's not expensive. I really enjoy. You can lose a lot of time with Osmos. Got lovely background music. Very peaceful. Mannheim is our next station. So yes, we will blow 10k. Moggy says, wish Matt would speak English. Hello, what am I speaking in then? Alright, more man. Cheers, thanks for joining this evening. .9 kilometers. I am speaking Nebworthian, apparently. So says the custodian of Nebworth. Matt speaks Chinese, don't you? Yeah, I can insult lots of people accidentally in Chinese and many other languages. "50 at the next signal." Down to 80 now, 50 for the next signal. Alright, Van Lero, enjoy your sushi. Food radish bear apple. Maybe one day we'll hear TS 2015 in Klingon. Tak mate. Yeah, I probably just insulted more people. How many BR120 scenarios tonight? Just the two. Just the two. We're not going to do them both together. We're going to do this. We're going to go to a British scenario next, and then we're going to do the BR120 third. Alright, so we're in the 50 now. We're on and monitored. What route have I driven on the most? I don't know. I honestly have no idea. Probably Western Lines of Scotland I've probably driven a lot on. Yes, Liverpool, Manchester after this, Dana Raptor. Can't really overrun this platform. The more you do some routes, you can probably recognise the memory stations and memorise speed limits. Yeah, absolutely. Unfortunately, I drive so many different routes. I pretty much drive all of them, so I don't really get the time to practice any one individual. Darksider2644, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Yay! Minus 12,332 points. Okay. Apparently, I need to learn to be more aggressive and learn the low car a bit better. Mind you, there's a lot of points lost on wheel slip as well, but most of it on being late. Okay, right now, before we move on to the other scenario, the other thing I wanted to have a look at was the new wagons that came out recently. So over the last little